those that serve themselves as trying to be someone in hell. You gotta look at this, because 2 Corinthians 11, and we're going to look at verse 13. It says, "For such are false apostles, deceitful workers, transforming themselves into the apostles of Mashiach Yahushua." So that lets you know that there are going to be some men that's going to be on this earth that's going to be pretenders. Would you hear what it says? For such are false apostles. They're going to be false apostles, deceitful workers, working iniquity, working in lies and so forth. That's why I'll say, when the book is closed, then what's the word on you? Are you applying what it is that you are teaching in your life? Or some not even dealing with teaching spiritual understanding or the law of the spirit. Just Israel, Israel, Israel. But you're still going to be caught up. You're not going to get away with what you're doing as being deceitful workers of iniquity. Listen, for such are false apostles, deceitful workers, transforming themselves into the apostles of Mashiach. You hear that? They transform. You're a transformer. They transform themselves into the apostles of Mashiach. For the time that you hear them with their fair speeches and many words, they transform themselves into the apostles of Mashiach Yahushua. But when the book is closed, now they're thinking of all kind of wickedness. So you can see that a snake is a snake. I don't care how you look at it. A snake is a snake. And what does a snake do? Oh, this is going on this one. Want to bite you, want to get you. So listen, that's why it says, and no marvel. Check this out. And no marvel, for Satan himself, the ultimate left-hand demon, Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light. Transforming, you changed. See, these ministers, these so-called apostles, these false apostles, they transforming. That's why you come back and say, changing. That's why I say when the book is closed, what's the word on you? You don't know because you ain't looking at when the book is closed. You ain't seen when the book is closed. All you see is wherever they speaking very well. You exalting them, and they taking that because they all about their own belly, what they can get out of you. That's why it says, for no marvel, for Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light. Satan appeared as an angel of light. Therefore, it is no great thing if his ministers also be transformed or changed as the ministers of righteousness. This makes it very, very seriously deep to be able to recognize whether or not they're really dealing with Satan or they're dealing with Mashiach Yahushua, going to the Most High. Because how is he going to appear as an angel of light if he ain't dealing with the truth? What do you think the light is? The law of the Most High. Mashiach Yahushua. So he transformed himself like he's a Mashiach. Come on, you ain't got to go that deep. Just put up that white image of Caesar Borgia. What did they do with that? Transform a Mashiach Yahushua, who's a very blue-black, dark-skinned man, into this Caucasian man, Caesar Borgia, the son of Rodrigo Borgia, Pope Alexander VI of Rome. So don't get too twisted in your mind to think this ain't possible. So you have those that are operating under Satan, transforming themselves, changing themselves into the false apostles of a Mashiach. You have those transforming themselves into the ministers of Satan. Therefore, it is no great thing if his ministers, verse 15, also be transformed as the ministers of righteousness. See? But they work for Satan. But it seems like they're righteous. But behind the scene, they're dealing with Satan. Or they snakes. That's probably over your head because you don't understand a lot of things that's been made in this earth, visible and invisible, that transform themselves. They said transform, so where did it come from? Transforming, you mean changing. Changing from one aspect to another aspect. See, that's why when you understand the right and the left, you gotta read the Bible forwards and backwards. So a lot of you can't do that. That's what the left side do. They read it backwards. That's why sometimes we gotta look at it forward and backwards. That's where you get understanding, so you can look at what they're dealing with. You don't know that. You only know righteousness. You just like you ain't no different than a holy roller. The people that go to church and think they all better than everybody, don't know what the hell's going on. You know what it just said? Satan appeared as Mashiach, Yahweh. His ministers also appear as Mashiach, Yahweh. Satan appeared as knowing the law. No more of his ministers appear as what? Bringing forth the law of the Most High. It's dangerous, people. That's why I say you really better study and fast and pray and ask the Most High to lead you in the right directions. Because some of you still skeptical. You don't know what's going on. You all into your individualist. Dealing with you are really an individualite. I would say, woe to him that is alone. Woe to him, destruction to him that is alone. Better find somewhere to come together. So therefore it is no great thing if his ministers also be transformed as the ministers of righteousness, whose end shall be according to their works. So he's going to get you. That's what he's saying. He's going to get you. You ain't going to get away with nothing as you think you are. Oh yeah, it's only so amount of time. That's why when you look at Matthew 7:21. I'll start at 15, but we're going to concentrate on 21 by the time we get there. It said, beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravening wolves. See? Those that are the ministers of Shaitan. Those that are false apostles that we just read about. Ye shall know them by their fruits. You're going to know them by their fruits. Do men gather grapes of thorns or figs or thistles? This is Mashiach Yahweh asking these questions. Even so, every good tree bringeth forth good fruit, but a corrupt tree bringeth forth evil fruits. You check this out. So you look at, you know, it's an old saying, birds of a feather flock together. So when you see people together, you got to look, okay, well, how are these people that's flocking together? You better start examining. This is common sense. You better start checking them out. They together, okay, what's going on with them? Okay, you look around, okay, well, dang. Like it says, even so, every good tree bringeth forth good fruit. A good tree can bring forth good fruit, but a corrupt tree bringeth forth evil fruit. So I say, you don't love your brother, you a murderer. You ain't into fellowship. Moses said, woe to you that are alone. Destruction to you that are alone. That's why you got a fellowship. This ain't no individual, this ain't no individual thing. You're gonna be judged individually, but you're gonna be in a line of people that's getting ready to be judged. Straight up. A good tree cannot bring forth evil fruit. Neither can a corrupt tree bring forth good fruit. Better know who you're dealing with, or who you put over you, or who your mind is accepting what they're saying, and you following them, and they are a corrupt tree. They are a false prophet, and you don't know it. It's really serious. Every tree that bringeth not forth good fruit is hewed down and cast into the fire. I mean, you can be thrown in the lake of fire, point blank. Wherefore, by their fruits ye shall know them. By their fruits ye shall know them. Whether it's the fruit of the flesh or the fruit of the Spirit. And we went over that already. I know y'all know that, right? In Galatians, the 5th chapter. Those that are dealing with the, I mean, because you shouldn't, if you call yourself righteous, you should be doing, you should be changing. I mean, how long do it take for a man to change, a woman to change? Or how long you been in the truth? I've been in the truth for 19 years, 15 years. You still doing the same things that you were doing, or even worse than you was before you came into the truth? Because you don't allow Satan to overpower your will, and not the Most High and the Mashiach Fell0Wship. Yet you call yourself a prophet, and you call yourself a man of the Most High, and you don't allow yourself to fall short continually. Just, oh, come on with excuse, oh, just man fall 7 times. You better understand this. There is no sacrifice when you willfully sin. And that's why he said we're going to be beat with many, many stripes, more than those that don't know, because you know and you being wicked. The Most High going to deal with you. I'm just here to warn you because the Spirit is bringing it forth. That's why I say these fruits are fruits of the flesh. And fruits of the Spirit. Those are the only 2 choices you have. Fruits of the flesh is all the wickedness that this earth would have you do, especially in this world that we're in now. That's why you got to rebuke the devil. You shall flee. Get all those heinous, mad, malicious and type of mind control that you allow him to have over you. Rebuke him. Yahachatam Fell0Wship Fell0Wship. And he shall flee. And go over these laws. Read them laws out loud. That's what the Mashiach Fell0Wship did. He had to leave them alone for a season. You see? This is what works. Matthew 7:21.